Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So guys, we go to the Mompha story. Mompha and his Lebanese partner. The EFCC will not stop gloating about this story even though the Tinubu file is still pending on their desk. So with that guys, I bring you this. Mompha and his Lebanese accomplice were our biggest catch in October, and this is attributed to the EFCC boss Ibrahim Magu as he reveals how much money they laundered. So that's the headline. Mompha and his Lebanese accomplice were our biggest catch in October, and this headline is attributed to the EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu. So now let's see what Ibrahim has to say. Mr. Ibrahim Magu, the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, has revealed that Instagram celebrity Ismaila Mustafa, aka Mompha, and his Lebanese accomplice Hamza Kodesh were their biggest catch in October 2019. The acting chairman of the commission made this known during an interactive session with newsmen on Friday, November the 1st, 2019 in Abuja. He also disclosed that the commission recorded no fewer than 200 arrests of internet fraud suspects, popularly known as Yahoo Boys, in October alone. According to Magu, their biggest arrest is Instagram celebrity Ismail Mustafa, aka Mompha, and his Lebanese accomplice Hamza Kodesh. He said the suspects, who were kingpins of an organized cyber syndicate network, OCSN, allegedly laundered a total of 33 billion naira. Magu said 5 wristwatches valued at over 60 million naira were recovered from Mompha at the point of arrest. Investigation has also revealed that he operates 51 accounts in Nigeria with which he acquired properties in Dubai and had laundered about 14 billion naira through Ishmael Global Investment Limited. His accomplice, Kodei, also has 2 firms, namely THK Services Limited and CHK Properties Limited, with which he has allegedly laundered about 19 billion naira. Kodei, who lives in a $5 million per annum suite at the Eco Atlantic Pearl Tower, Victoria Island. The FCC boss also added that there were also clear messages to high-end fraudsters that they can only run but they cannot hide. Sooner rather than later, we will get them. The effort to flush out all fraudsters continue. At the same time, we will sustain the tempo of vigorous prosecution of fraud cases in the courts. Indeed, fraudsters account for a huge percentage of the 890 convictions that has been recorded by the Commission this year. A number of assets have been seized, whilst victims have also enjoyed restitution by order of the courts, he said. Whilst noting that the battle is far from being won, the anti-corruption czar renewed his appeal for the support of stakeholders, especially the media, for the commission. The EFCC boss also said that youths who were mostly involved in cyber fraud needed sensitization to the consequences of their action, not only to their future, but to the nation's image and economy. The youth must learn the virtues of integrity and hard work as the path to sustainable wealth. They must realize that crime does not pay. Rather, it will destroy their prospects and ruin their chances of a decent living. For those who are remorseful and prepared to turn a new leaf, the Commission is fully disposed to help in channeling their energies and cyber skills to positive venture. We are considering a policy that will help in the rehabilitation of convicted but repentant internet fraudsters. This is to ensure that their skills are positively applied in helping to build a better Nigerian society, Magu said. So now this is now Magu gloating and peacocking and puffing his chest and winging out his feathers and preening and peacocking and lionizing and bombasting and stroking himself that he has captured this Mompha character. But of course, as I said, the Tinubu file is still pending on his desk. Yes, Mompha of course may have chanced a few people of like about 10, 20, 30, even $50 million. A big time fraudster, and it is a real catch, but the real catch really are the people who are stolen 10, 20, 50 billion dollars from the Nigerian state. This is the real crime that is going on in Nigeria. So these people now are now listing 200 odd internet fraudsters, Yahoo boys that they have convicted in the space of a year, and they are patting themselves on the back and popping champagne. But of course, it's not the Yahoo boys that the Nigerian nation is after. It's the Yahoo politicians that the Nigerian nation is after. And the file for the number one, the Mompha of the Yahoo politicians, Tinubu, of course, the looter of Lagos State, his file is on this guy's Magu's pending the tray on his desk. But of course, as he even opened that file, he keeps pushing it further and further down the pile until he just puts it in the bin effectively. So yes, Mompha has been caught, and then of course they are now saying they want to use rehabilitation and then use their skills to catch other criminals. Yes, I agree that it takes a thief to catch a thief, and they can use that and rehabilitation too, I believe in as well, because crime is a punishment plus rehabilitation to then as a panacea rather to reoffending. So I agree with that. I agree with all that. But what I don't agree with is you bombasting and stroking yourself and having a yank of your balls because you have now caught Mompha, who is just a boy from a poor background, no doubt. I don't know his background, but this is the usual narrative of the Yahoo boys. Is a boy from circumstances who have found himself in the environment of Nigeria where opportunity are extremely scarce, and the only opportunity that of course presents itself to him is this opportunity that he has taken. So yes, well done on Mompha. Next stop, what's his name? Hush Puppy. So you go after that one as well. But as I said, the real criminals that we're after in Nigeria are the politicians, because really, if you are able to tackle the crimes being committed by these politicians, then Nigeria is in a better standing to find a cure to the Yahoo criminality. Because of course we all know that what underpins the Yahoo criminality is the situation that Nigeria is in, the lack of opportunities, the way that the politicians just take the resources of the country and hold it to themselves. And then of course then there's no scope for development because there's no enabling environment for development. Because if you just look at one example, for instance, there's no electricity in Nigeria, the internet connection is extremely expensive, and there's no road. So if you don't have those facilities, how then is a young person able to function? How is a young person able to create a competitive business in a state or a country that has no electricity? Is an absolute impossibility. You're asking for the impossible, because what is the cost of production if you don't have electricity? If you are running a business off the back of a generator, then what is the cost of your production? If you are running a business in a country with bad roads, then what is the cost of your production? If you are running a business in a country where you have to pay through the nose to access the internet, which is a vital resource for business, then what is the cost of your production? Because the cost of production, of course, is all of the cost that goes then onto how you are able to sell that product onto the end user. And this is really why the Nigerian space loses its competitiveness. And a good example is how they say that Nigeria sent what they used to pour, the nuts that they used to make palm oil to Indonesia or Malaysia or wherever, and these people are now producing nuts in that palm oil thing. So the cost of producing palm oil in Malaysia is already insulated by the infrastructure that they have. They have electricity, so the person running the plantation, he doesn't have to worry about running a generator. All he has to do is to pipe himself into the national grid and pay his monthly subscription, and then he has electricity to run his business, so he can run his factory 24/7 and do like shift work, etc. Now compare and contrast that with somebody that is trying to run the same thing within the Nigerian space. There's no electricity, there's nothing for him to be able to do that, and this is really where the narrative is. Conversations in the comment section. Mompha has been caught. What next, Tinubu? Before you come talk to me about this in the comment section though, click on the red subscribe button so it turns grey. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you're making of what the EFCC is doing in Nigeria in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Join you in the comment section. But here I say peace.